turned out so you can push off the ground and get your speed out of that kick. Yeah, ready? Kick! Yes! Kick! Yes! Kick! Yes! Kick! Yes! Kick!
Hi, I'm Tammy Beilstein, and tonight we are at Shang-Chi Kung Fu. Is that right? Is that the way?
That's correct, yes.
And we're in Valley Springs, California, and I'm with Phil Weaver. Phil is the owner of this business. He's an instructor. He is a parent leader from last year with our Child Abuse Prevention Council because he's an awesome man. He and his wife Liz are wonderful people. So I'm really excited for you to meet them. So, Bill, I don't know anything about karate or kung fu or any of that.
Okay.
Is it all the same?
No, it's not at all the same. It's actually, it's kung fu, and kung fu is usually means it's of Chinese origin, okay? There's actually thousands of different types of martial arts, and there's probably hundreds of types of kung fu, okay?
Oh.
A lot of them came from different families that would keep their art secret and then pass them down to certain individuals. Most of the arts that you see in the United States here, the most common arts are karate-based they're Okinawan, Japanese-based, all those. And those came over first during the Vietnam War because a lot of people learned them overseas and brought them back. Those were sport type of martial arts. So they were used, they did a lot of tournament fighting and that sort of thing.
That's the Kung Fu is more? No, the karate is more of a
karate, Taekwondo.
Okay.
Any of your Okinawan-based arts.
Okay.
Taekwondo is the most popular.
Okay.
And actually, they were originally martial arts, meaning fighting arts. They were developed for warfare or for self-protection, that sort of thing. When they came over here, Americans were very sports-oriented, so they kind of adapted it to a more Americanized, so the tournaments became more popular.
Okay.
Kung Fu, what we teach is actually called Shoshu Kung Fu. That means fighting way of the animals, and several thousand years ago some monks or somebody got together and watched animals fight and figured out their motions, and they actually learned to mimic the motions of the animals using the human body, and they would use the tactics of the animals and the way they move to create power, and those have been passed down for thousands of years. Actually, we're one of the very few arts that are still a pure self-defense art. A lot of, over time, because it wasn't no longer used on the battlefield, most of the arts came into, like sports, like I said, a lot of them became display arts, so there are a lot more acrobatics and that involved with it. We're one of the few arts that has stayed pure to the origins, so it's much like it was taught way back when.
Okay. So is that... I'm wondering how you chose to do that out of all the hundreds or thousands of different kinds of...
It was pure chance for me.
Oh, was it?
I had no intention of getting into martial arts whatsoever. I was not that type of athletic. I couldn't, I was more of a wrestler type or a football player, not the finesse type of athletic. And I just met a man, Al Moore, and I actually knew him for a couple of years. I didn't know that he was a grandmaster. Told me all these neat martial arts stories, and I kind of thought they were fun to listen to, but didn't believe them. And then one day, I went to one of his training seminars, and there were 500 people bowing to him and saluting to him, and I figured he must be somebody.
Oh, wow.
So,
Ooh, that gave me goosebumps.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It was neat, yeah.
How old were you when you started?
I met him when I was 18, and I think I started when I was 20.
Gosh, and how old are you now?
40. Well, 39 still.
And are you at the top level?
No.
Okay.
No, I have a third degree, so that's about 20 years worth of accomplishment is what it takes to get to that level.
How many degrees are there?
7.
Oh, you're not that far away. No.
Another 10, 15 years. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it takes a lifetime. It's about 30 to 40 years to get through the whole thing.
Now, before you get to black, what are the colors that you have to go through?
It starts with yellow, orange, purple, blue, green, brown. There's actually 3 levels of brown, and then the black.
Wow.
When you get to black, you have mastered one of the first animals, which is the bear. Okay, so it's a little different. It takes a lot longer to get there than a lot of arts because it's a master's degree rather than just a black belt level.
Okay. Okay. So the different levels of black then have to do with each of those 7 animals?
Correct. Each one corresponds to moving in a purer way. You will actually master each of the individual animals, and that is a degree.
Okay. What's the top one?
Dragon.
A dragon. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm picturing what kind of things you must do.
We can show you tonight.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Now, what's the youngest age that you take?
We start them at 5.
That's really young.
Yeah, it is.
That's really
and
young.
at that level, they're just really learning listening skills, balance and coordination, just really that sort of thing. They don't quite understand what a martial art is at that level.
Right.
But there's still a lot of benefits that they gain from coming to class at that. About 7 or 8, then they can really start to get into the actual art.
Okay. Because I just got a few minutes of watching these kids next to us while we're talking here, and they seem to have so much control over their bodies.
They do. That's one of the main things you're learning.
Yeah, it's probably great for balance and strength and everything.
Yes, it does.
Everything.
Teaches coordination.
Flexibility and
Right.
Yeah.
So it'll make you feel a little uncoordinated when you're learning it, but what's strange is when you have somebody can be incredibly coordinated and athletic and somebody who's not, and you put them in class side by side, and they're exactly equal.
Oh.
It makes no difference. So.
But I'm going to give it a try tonight.
Good.
When your students come. I'll try a little bit, and then I'll kind of back off so we can watch you guys who really know what you're doing.
Okay.
So, do you have a shirt I can borrow?
Sure.
One
Yeah,
of
we'll
the,
set you up and.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start off with a salute. So take your right hand over the top, left hand over the top, cross step behind, hands come up, down, back to the side, and down. Very good. Okay, start off from neutral. We're going to go right leg back into a fighting stance. So left hand in front, and we're going to do some snap kicks for a warm up here. Ready? Kick! Yes! Good. Make sure to get that knee up nice and high. So to do a snap kick, you push from the ground, bring the knee up nice and high, roll the toes back to expose the ball of the foot. Okay? And again, ready? Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Good. Keep your eyes forward, keep your hands stationary. Ready? Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Good. Okay. Now when you do your kick, make sure to fire that back to the fighting stance here. Okay? So kick, fire right back to your fighting stance, right back into position. Ready? Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
There you go. Good. Okay, so from there, let's come back, switch sides to the left leg back position. Everybody take a couple of steps forward here other than that.
There you go.
Good.
Just come right back to where you were.
All right, now let's do a snap kick. Ready? Kick!
Yes!
Good. Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes! Yes!
There you go. Good. Again, ready? Kick!
Yes!
Good. Make sure your back foot and heels turned out so you can push off the ground to get your feet out of that kick. Again, ready? Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Yes!
Kick!
Face that way.
Yes!
There you go. Okay,
Right arm
that's
up,
good.
left arm up the belly. There you go.
All
Just
right,
let the belly
so
palm up, just in case
we're
you're
going to
going
start
to
off
face.
with, we're going to go ahead and go to a square horse. Okay, so from neutral here, you're going to step out to a square horse. Good. Heels out, and your hands are going to be back here in position. Good. All right, so we're going to start off doing an upward block. So to do that, bring your hands across your body, straight up, keeping this close to your body, and then fire it up over your head. Now you want this extended most of the way, 3/4 extension, and you want your wrist to be directly over your head. So this is aligned to where the wrist is right over the head. Now what's going to happen is if this strike comes over, that should give you a glancing shot. Okay? So make sure that the block is up nice and high, so where that's going to give you a glancing shot. There you go. Good. There you go. Good. Okay, so again, from our square horse, bring it across, up, and block. Good. Again. Ready? Bring it across, up, block. There you go. Good. One more time. Ready? Across, up, and block. Good. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to partner up. And shift with this. There's a box of plastic bottles right outside the door there.
Okay.
Okay. Partner up. So front row, turn around, fight partner here. Okay. And we're going to come in with an overhand strike. Over to the head, I want you to block. Now, here's the deal on an overhand block. If I use Sierra here, now if I've got something in my hand here, say we'll use plastic bottles tonight, but if we had something maybe heavier, that would do more damage. If this is coming down at the head, watch sorry. When she blocks here, that's probably going to release this from my hand if it's got some weight, right? If the block is out in front of her, that's not good because where's it going to go? On the head, right? So we want the block up here, which you did correctly last time. We're going to step to the side there a little bit, Sarah. There you go. Good. Okay, so if she blocks over the head properly, when this goes, then that, if it does come out of the hand, it's going to miss her head. Goes over the top, okay? All right, so if you want to pass out some plastic bottles there. Let's make sure everybody is facing in the safe direction here, okay? And you got a black bottle? There you go, good. Okay, now, go ahead and try it on your own. I'm not going to count on. Okay, go ahead, come in, try it out. There you go, good. Make sure it comes over the top of your head, right? Good. Now, we're not stepping right now. We'll worry about our feet later. Right now, we're just going to stay in a square horse, bring it up, and block over our head. Okay? There you go, good. Good. That's it, good. That's it. Come down hard. I want them to know that it'll miss their head if... There you go. Good. Glances off. Excellent. Good. Good. That's it. Good. Good. You want to throw some for Evelyn here? There you go. Make sure you get that up nice and high. Okay? Over the top. Okay, you guys, now listen up. Listen up. When you do this, you want to make sure that the hand is pointing straight up as it comes all the way up. Now, as it blocks, it snaps over. Okay? So that's going to give some velocity into the block. Okay? And give you your reinforcement. Okay? You also want to make sure that it does not swing into position. Okay? If we can, Tammy, can you come over here for a second? Okay? Go ahead and get in the square horse that way. Bring your hand out here. Okay? Now let me show you something here. Lift your hand up. Not very strong, is it? Okay? Now lift your hand. It's not very strong at all, huh? Now, bring it close to your body. Now lift your hand up. You see the difference? Now keep going up. There you go. So you're strong through that entire path. But out here, you're not strong. Okay? So this has got to come close to the body and then up. Tight. Okay? Got it? All right. Grab your partner and try it. There you go. Good. That's it. There you go. Good. Get that up nice and high. Good. Better. Good. That's it. Okay, you guys can switch back and forth. Have the other person do it now. Good. Try to attack the arm, not the weapon, okay? There you go. There you go.
Okay, just a second. I want to bring up the detail.
What's that, guys?
When you're blocking here, and you're blocking your forearm, it just stops. Notice the bottle doesn't fly out of his hand. It doesn't hurt either, does it? But if you bring this up and block that, straight up, it breaks the ball, breaks it out of his hand, throws it up to the distance. It also adds a little bit of pain to the block. So this is what we're doing right now is there's a chop in there. So the chop is what came out. It's not so much the forearm. Now, better to get hit on the forearm than on the head. But you still want to do the maximum amount of pain. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Go. There you go. Good. That's it. You okay? Yeah, it hurts. There's bony. There's bone here. see your wrist. Do like that, okay?
Yeah.
Feel that little bone
Although
right
I
there?
know you can barely see it, but there is a bone in there.
Yeah, that's what you attack with, and it penetrates and hurts. So be careful. There you go.
So it's going to change the angle a little bit. Usually someone shorter than this is going to the side.
Okay, you guys got the idea on that? Yeah, good. Okay. So feet together. All right, now if you're doing an upward block, actually from here, from a neutral, we can step into it this way. We can a couple of those, okay? So for right now, let's go ahead and do the evasion back, okay? So instead of an actual block here, if Shifalance is coming over the top here and try to hit down the head, I can evade this and see it just kind of slips by, okay? So I'm not really attacking it with this type. If he came in, would come with the same strike, and I step in, I could attack it, and then I could be into a center line here, right? That's one way, or we can do the evasion. Actually, let's go ahead and let's do the attack first, and then we'll do the evasion, okay? So, we're going to be blocking with our right hand. That means he's probably throwing a left. It's not absolute. It would work against the right, but you try and match the same side. But it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So, we're going to bring it up here, and step into a horse. There you go, good. So again, bring it up. 1 and 2. Good. Okay, now when you do this, Mr. McCartney, you want to really invade your opponent's space here. So if he's coming in with the left, then I want to go get into him here. Now I've got all these strikes available to me there, right? If I hang back, that's not really good. So this is wrong. Comes in. If I'm in here, yeah, he's got this shot on me here. See that? Okay. But if I go through with my attack, notice I've taken the other hand out at the same time, and then we've got stuff available to us at that point. Make sense? Yes. Okay, you guys can speak. No, just say yes. It's fine. Yes, that's true. Okay. So stepping into a horse. We're going to bring our hand up, fire it up, and step into our heel-toe horse. Heel from your heel of your back foot to the toe of your front foot to the center line of your opponent, and you should be moving through your opponent. Make sure to have the cover hand up here. That's going to take out if he throws the other punch or maybe you're going to hit him in the face or something like that, okay? So again, bring it up. 1. Good. Say 1. Ready? 1, 2, 2. There you go. Good. And again. Ready? 1, 2, 2. Good. Again. Ready? 1, 2, 2. There you go. Good. Again. Ready? 1, 2, 2. Good. Okay. Now go ahead and grab your partner and let's work on that. Make sure to really invade their space. Get in there tight. Okay. All right. Go ahead, guys. On your own.
Alright, water bottles, knives.
Yeah, you can use the water bottles if you want. That's it. Good.
Yeah, so if you're over the horse, and if you step in, the foot goes forward, so the balls in the feet, raise that wall, bend your knees and push them out. Okay, so feel like if anything happens, see how strong that knee is? Good, and it also centers your balance so that you've got more posture. So you bring that up through the center, over the head, good. That's going to lock it in. And there it is. Feel it? Yeah, that's strong. That's all my weight right there. Ooh. Good. Okay, got it. So now you can go straight up. Here. Okay.
Let's come in on the left, Mr. Dry. There you go. Good. Yeah, fire it up a little higher over your head. Yeah. Yeah, what that does also, if you think about it, it comes in with the strike here. See how it's locking his arm back? So that takes his balance just by the block itself, okay? If you get it into him, okay? There you go, good. Okay, now don't be afraid of, getting in his way or anything. Okay, this is the bad guy, okay? I know, but he's the bad guy. You want to step through him, okay? You have an imaginary pole through his body here, right? Okay? That imaginary pole is where I want to be when we're done. So if he's coming in with that strike, notice where I'm at when I'm done. So that's going to take his balance.
Right in
Yes.
your face.
In your face, right. There you go, better. And make sure to keep your back straight. You don't want to lean because then you could lose your balance. Okay. That's it.
Okay, do one more second and freeze.
Horse stance there.
Go ahead and get there and then freeze.
Horse stance.
Okay, excellent.
There you go,
So now
good.
see how you're wide open right here? Yeah. I'm gonna take this hand and put it right up here. What I'm gonna have you do is just sit right there on the chest. Okay, so if you just bend your knees,
There you go.
bend the back knee, and push it out a little bit. You can still have your balance. Okay, see that? So I don't want to leave this opening for him to punch in.
Right.
You're gonna just do that to him, he'll be fine. Get her wide.
There you go, good. And the other hand's up in the, it's called a cover hand. Yeah.
All you have to do is this side. Horse.
Good.
There you go.
See how you stop everything? Okay, just kidding.
Good. Okay, have we switched back and forth? Yes, everyone switched? Okay, great. So now, face the front. Go ahead and put the bottles down. All right, so we go back to our square horse here. Now, from here we're going to work on a rolling reverse punch, okay? Let's see, we're blocking with our right hand, right? Is that what we're doing? So we're going to rolling reverse punch with our left. Okay, so from here, bring your hand out in front of you, facing the palm forward. Now, pretend it's going around a big beach ball and you're turning your body sideways. Get it out in front of your body and thrust up into it. Okay, so again, circle and drive. Good, so you're driving with the hip, using the leg muscles to fire that punch. See, it's going to be a lot in your calf muscle, and that drives the hip up to give you power for the punch. Got it? So again, big circle and punch. Good, let's go ahead and just circle that into the right hand. So circle, punch. Good. Again, circle, punch. Good, like a big beach ball. Circle, punch. And notice the hands are nice and open and relaxed until right at the very end where they're tightened and drying up. Okay, so again, circle, punch. Good, and these are going to be in your center, okay? So don't overturn the hips. You don't want them out here. You want them to go out the center of your body. So again, circle, punch. Circle, punch. Good. Circle, punch. Good. Now, go left leg back in our fighting horse stance here, the heel-toe horse. Now we're going to make the same circle from here. Okay? Make a circle around the beach ball and drive it in. Good. Again, you can drive that heel up and turn. Circle, punch. Good. Again, ready? Circle, punch. Good. Again, circle, punch. Not bad. Again, circle, punch. Good. Let's try that on our partners. So front row, if you can grab some bags. Okay. Back row, I want you guys left leg back, and we're going to work this on the bags here.
Onto
Okay?
your back here.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are telling me something about a website
Yes.
that you have.
We've
What
got
is
a
it?
new website. It is showshoe.org, which is the name of the martial art. And what we've done is we've developed it so that students can take online lessons. So on days, let's say you can only get here twice a week, you come in, you take your lesson, you can go back to the website and review tutorials and in real time with all of the
I see.
same people that we have here. And then it just gives you a little bit more reinforcement on the weekends or if you're on
Yeah.
vacation. So it really helps add to the training.
Is that something that, do you need to be a member here,
Yeah,
be
it's
in
a
the classes to get
private-
on there to do it?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a private site. You have to be a member of one of our schools, this one or Sonora, to go onto the site and get access. But
Okay.
it's been a really good teaching tool and learning tool. And it's also a great way for the students of both schools to keep in touch and get to know each other if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
make it back and forth quite
Yeah.
a school.
You know what, I was just thinking with the balance and the strength and the self-defense, is there, do you have something for people with disabilities or handicaps to teach them?
We
how to-
actually use the same program.
You do?
We use the same program. If something needs to be adapted for a physical handicap, we can do that really easily. But it really works for everyone.
Yeah.
So we teach autistic kids, cerebral palsy kids. We can teach if you've got a knee injury or a back injury. It's based on proper body motion,
Right.
proper alignment, lots of physics, and that works for every body, no matter what
neat.
disability someone may or may not have.
Yeah.
It also helps with brain development because, as you notice in doing the class, you have a lot of cross-lateral motion.
Yes.
So you have one part of your body crosses the other.
Yeah.
You may have two, like a foot, and that works the brain.
Yeah.
So you're,
You know how I know that?
how's that?
Because over there, you were saying kick with your
Yeah.
right leg, I think it was, and I was kicking with my left, or the other.
Or at least it was a leg. Sometimes it's
Yes, I was saying. Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, and I kicked, but I kept doing the wrong leg.
It works. It works cross-lateral motion. So if the kids that start younger, it really helps their brain development. It helps ours also, but they have a better advantage when they learn it when they're at a younger age.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see a lot of improvement in everybody's coordination. We also teach everything on the right side and the left side. So you'll see a lot of kids that are almost ambidextrous.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
It takes some learning disabilities can really be helped out by the motion, by cross-lateral motion, because it develops certain parts of the brain.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Especially like dyslexia.
Right.
It's fantastic for that.
Right. Is that something that the public knows about?
Not very commonly
Not
known.
commonly known. We usually kind of get it out there one at a time when parents bring their kids to us that have.
Who would think that?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if it's all right with you guys, I work with people who work with children, and some of them have disabilities or special needs, and
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them about this.
Yeah,
so they can
it
come
does.
and-
We have a lot of success with it.
That's great. That's great. Is there anything else that you guys want to tell me about your business or about your classes or anything that we need to know? First of all, what is your phone number? Let me get that on tape.
Okay, it's 772-1760.
Okay. Okay. Anything else that you want us to know?
The website address?
The website address is showshu, SHOUSHU.com.
Okay.
Or actually the .org.
.org, I'm sorry.
But the website for the school is shangqikungfu.com.
Which is just the name of the school, shangqikungfu.com.
Okay.
And that's just a general site that anyone in the world can find to get information about us, what
Okay.
we teach, where we come from, and what we do.
Okay. And what does Shang-Chi mean?
Positive energy.
Oh, that is so neat. You guys have a really good thing going here.
Thank you.
Helping the community. You're great people. You know I love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for having us and for letting me participate in
Thanks for
your class.
coming down and trying. I'm excited that you
I think I
did.
brought everybody down a few levels, but it was fun.
You did fine.
It was fun. Well, thank you so much. you
Thanks,
guys.
Tammy.
Great. Thank you.